Changes. What do you do when you have a big change in your life? I'm Dom Jackson with Everyday Media, and this is the 7-Day Scoop Show, my weekly show where I document the process of my career and decisions that I'm making. If you're a venture trying to pursue, so I use my story and motivation to help motivate you. Updates. So I did not end up going to Nashville this week. They changed, some last minute changes happened, so I found that out after I recorded the video, so I'm not going anymore. But I am now going to Oklahoma City today, at the time I'm recording this, and going to work out there for a week. So definitely going to be some, big opportunities to show what I can do. Similar setup, they need something covered. I'm going out there and cover it. You scratch their back, they scratch yours, get an opportunity a little faster. It's going to be a different store that I'm usually working at, but still the same premise, the same game. So, I'm excited to travel to the other part of the city while also being in a position to help someone out and kind of, put myself in a new position. Sometimes things are going to open up. Opportunities are their own thing. They are an opportunity, but that doesn't mean you have to take them or you have to not take them. It depends on what your strategy is. And, just understand that, that whole one door is closed, another opens, or one opens, another one closes, and be in that position and being ready for when the time comes, when opportunity knocks, make sure you open the fucking door. It's definitely the biggest case, and really trying to make sure I always embody that, live that, and be that no matter where I am. As far as things learned this week, one of the biggest ones is, we had a lot of times, so I was doing some training today, training a new person for a bit of time, and then we had a time when we were doing a lot more things, a 3-man team, and still hit our goal with 3 people, so that was big. With that, a lot of growing pains. It's interesting that now I'm used to the feeling of being like, I can do these things. There's a set of things I can do. For instance, I could sell it, I could program it, I could find it. But there might be one little mishap that happens, and I don't know how to do that. I get completely thrown off, and it kind of throws off my entire mojo of how I am for the whole day. So I'm not as confident. I don't sell the same way. And there's been times today, like, there was a time this week where I was trying to do something I knew how to do, but then somebody there was like, something happened where I didn't know how to fix it, but it was something small, but big enough that like it derailed the whole process. The guy's like, I gotta get this done. I thought it's gonna take this much time. And you're like, oh man, this happened. And just being uncomfortable working under pressure. And granted, it's not even the most amount of pressure. It's just that, something happening, I don't know how to fix it. And then it has someone watching me the whole time, so it's throwing me off. And being okay with like, hey, I just have to figure this out, whether this is here or not here. And being okay with that person being like judging me and getting that heat. I'm a lot better with that now than I was before, because it's one of those things that I didn't realize there's so many levels of like where insecurities are and where they lay at. There's always going to be a level of things you don't have in your circle of competence and things you can handle, or at least you know how to handle it as efficiently as you could. But in doing that when someone else is watching you, and that uncomfortableness of that feeling, the uncomfortableness of the conversation, and being like, hey, I gotta do this, and this, ends up putting you in a better spot where you can really handle those conversations and handle that judgment. So now I'm looking at, life is a lot more fluid in a sense than what I thought it was before. The reason that things are things is because someone had the fortitude to make them and keep going. So it's like, are you going to combine? So if you want to change the way your life is going and change what you're doing, you just really have to, 1, have the audacity to go do it. 2, never give up. 3, be able to handle the judgment of being out there and not having it figured out and still like dealing with people. And then 4, being able to handle the conflict it takes to get out of that situation. Because like, if you're going for things, somebody else is gonna want those things or have them, and there's gonna be some kind of conflict or competition with it. And you gotta be able just to win that every single time. And life's not fair, so you just gotta be able to play and win whatever your game is. So that's just a combination of some lessons that I learned this week. But I'm gonna be in Oklahoma next. Super excited to go out there and try some new things. And it really is working on, how to handle the pressure when it's on. Even if it's not the biggest pressure, the pressure relative to the level that it's at for me is pressure. And being able to adapt and win and keep going and hold myself to that accountable. As always, take it one step at a time. We get there day by day.